Continuing on for equation of a line, if they give you the equation and you have to use it to get information, you are using the second formula from the log tables. In other words, you want to rearrange the equation they have, or they've given you, so it looks like the formula from the log tables. The first one, which says y equals mx plus c. In terms of that, the y has to be 1y. The number and the sign in front of your x is going to be the slope, and your c is the number that the line will cross through your x-axis. Okay? So if they give you the equation of the line, so we'll just do a little example of that from the book. So in terms of the book, it says L is the line 2x minus 3y plus 6 is equal to 0, and M is the line 3x and 2y minus 4 equals 0. Show that L is perpendicular to M. Because they are mentioning the word perpendicular, you should have gotten the trigger going off in your head that you need to be dealing with slopes. So you have to be able to find the slope of the lines. So when you look at the line L, they gave you it was 2x minus 3y plus 6 equals 0. They've given you an equation, so you make that equation match the equation formula from the log tables, which is in the form y equals mx plus c. So we're going to let our y's be on one side of the equal sign. So they go minus 3y equals minus 2x minus 6. Plus 3y is equal to 2x plus 6. So they've changed everything's sign. You don't leave it there though, it has to be in the form of 1y, so we have 3y, we need 1y, so you divide everything by 3. So 1y is equal to 2 over 3x plus 6 divided by 3, which gave you 2. So the slope is equal to the number in front of your x, so the slope of that line is equal to 2/3, and it's a positive 2/3. For the second line that they've given you, we again want to find the slope, so you write 3x plus 2y minus 4 equals 0. You want to rearrange it so it's in the form y equals. So we have 2y equals minus 3x minus 4, which becomes plus 4. We want it just to be 1y, so we're going to divide everything by 2. So y equals minus 3 over 2x plus 2. So the slope is minus 3 over 2. So our two slopes, we have 2 over 3 and we have 3 over 2 negative. So they are opposite to each other. But the final step is if you can multiply those two slopes together and you get minus 1, it's perpendicular. So they write them down, they multiply them. So top by top, which gave you minus 6, bottom by bottom, gave you a 6. 6 into minus 6 gives you minus 1. So it is perpendicular. All right. So in the book, question 1 are simple. You're just rearranging them in the form y equals mx plus c. We are going to do question 3. So question 3, it says show that the lines x minus 2y plus 1 equals 0 and 3x minus 6y 7 equals 0 are parallel. And what would the slope of any line perpendicular to those lines be? So in terms of doing it, we just write them down. So your your line was x minus 2y plus 1 equals 0. And your other one was 3x minus 6y minus 7 equals 0. Right, so they have given you the equation, so you want to make those equations into the form y equals mx plus c, right? So we want the y's on the left-hand side, everything else on the right. And it has to be a positive 1y. So if we start with the first one, you would go minus 2y is equal to minus x minus 1. Okay, you can go the next step, which was 2y is equal to x plus 1. So we just change everything's sign. We need this in the form 1y. So how we do that was divide everything by 2. So y is equal to x over 2 and 1 over 2. So in terms of that, our slope is equal to a half. So the number that would have been in front of that x was a half. For This line, again, we want to arrange it so it's y equals everything else. So you go minus 6y is equal to minus 3x plus 7. So when we brought the 3x and the minus 7 to the far side of the equal sign, they change their signs. Make everything so it's positive y. So we have 6y is equal to 3x minus 7. And we just want 1y, so we're dividing everything by 6. So you're getting 3 over 6x minus 7 over 6. Tidying it up, so 3 divided by 6 is a half x. And we can leave the 7 over 6 the same. So this guy's slope is equal to plus a half. So we have slope 1 is a half, slope 2 is a half, so they are equal to each other. So that means we know that the lines are parallel. Okay. If we wanted to work out a line that was perpendicular to these slopes, you take the slope, so we have a half, you change it, so you turn it upside down, so it becomes 2 over 1, and then you would change its sign. So this was a plus a half, so it would become a minus a half. And the way you check you are correct is you would have 1 over 2 times minus 2 over 1 multiplied out, so you get minus 2 over 2, which is minus 1. So if it's minus 1, your slopes are perpendicular.